Okay, so I know it's been a long time. I don't know. It's been like 4 days since I actually did a video. And usually when I do one video, I tend to do like 12 other videos. But but let me just start off by saying that Telegram, right? So Telegram, if you see the link below, that's probably the easiest way to get in contact with me directly. I understand that it's a little bit hard to find me, so I'll put down my username down in the next to the Telegram link. But definitely join us in the ICO and in the Bitcoin Village. ICO has gone past 400 people, and the Bitcoin Village, which does circle around more of like the HYPs, like Chain Group, Bitwalio, and WT, or is it WT Capital, things like that. Those things are more of what the Bitcoin Village was for, and then the ICOs are like the BitConnects during ICO stage, and then obviously BitConnect will then go into the Bitcoin Village information. So the lending platforms are more of a Bitcoin Village thing, but the ICO stage of it is what we want to talk about in the ICO. So the more information and more coins that we hear about that seem to be more legit, the more likely we are to succeed together, as a group, as a family, as a village, as a following, right? So basically, um, this is Aditus, right? I had to watch a couple videos to actually know if I'm saying it right, and I am correct on that. So Aditus is Adidas, like the shoe brand. Adidas is a new ICO coming out. That's already out. I'm sorry, a new ICO that is already out. And what they do is they you sign up for an account with them. Soon there'll be an app. I'm not sure if there's an app already in some parts of the country, but soon, some parts of the world, sorry. But soon there will be an app. So I wanted to just break down some information for you. Um, so so right now, let's just say me and you, we're both on two different sides of the world, right? So I'm here where I'm at, and you're there where you are, and you decide that you wanted to go buy a cheeseburger or a pizza using your bitcoins. Depending on the platform that you sign up with, they may offer a debit card, they may not. Depending on certain platforms, they do offer a debit card, but you have to transfer your funds into that account in order to use them. So there is some limitations to what you can and cannot do unless you go with Centra or Plex. Plex Coin and Centra Coin, they both have their own debit card. So does I think 10x. I think they all have their debit card, and then you have the ability to use those debit cards. So using those debit cards, they give you a limit. Some of them, their limit is $1,000, like Shift. Other limits are, $10,000. Some of them are 5,000. But you do have your limits. So if you were to go out and wanted to buy a cheeseburger, you have the option, if that place does accept bitcoins, to give them straight bitcoins, $5 worth. Or if that place does not accept bitcoins, you then have the opportunity to swipe with your debit card. Then there's also the Bitcoin ATMs. If you can find one wherever you are, you then have the opportunity to send that ATM your bitcoins, and then out comes cash. I did use one the other day, so I do appreciate that they do work as quickly as they do now. I do know that some people said they used to take about an hour and a half in order to transfer your funds into cash, but that is good to see that they are now instant. So I will do a video on that later. But in any event, so let's say that place does not take bitcoins and you only have your debit card, or you don't have your debit card. What do? Right? So you didn't have to find someone else that either takes bitcoins, or you have to get a debit card. So there's no really like happy medium. But that's okay though, because for us here, getting a cheeseburger or a pizza or just anything in the world, for us here, me on my side of the world and you on your side of the world, because our purchase is under $5,000 or $10,000, we're okay. But if we tend to stray into that $100,000 opportunity, that $30,000 opportunity, what happens then? We don't have the same abilities that we would have over here. Okay, I'm bringing this up because I want you guys to completely understand what I'm trying to say. If you wanted to buy a car with cash, you can do that. You wanted to use your debit card or credit card, you can do that. What you cannot do is you cannot show up and you cannot purchase with Bitcoin. If you wanted to buy a yacht, or if you wanted to fly on a jet plane or if you wanted to rent a luxury vehicle that may cost $1,000 to $5,000 a day, you do not have that same ability that you would under $5 to $10 or under $1,000. Those things are out of reach. So once you start to make a ton of money, you now have to figure out ways to convert Bitcoin into US dollar in large amounts, or you have to withdraw small amounts every single day until it adds up to that large amount. In return, with doing that, you're now subject to paying the 10 to 15%, maybe even 20% in some cases, just to have the ability to purchase that large ticket item with cash. Okay, so the reason why I'm pointing this out is because once we start to make money, all of us will start to make money. Those of you who are watching this video and those of you who are not watching this video, we all have the ability to make millions in Bitcoin, but we don't have the ability to spend those millions. So this token is supposed to give us access to being able to spend that $1 million at one time without needing to show up with a briefcase full of cash. See, when you look at it in those terms, a briefcase full of cash is something that no one wants to walk around with. It's just unsafe. Okay, someone sees you with a briefcase full of cash. I don't care who you are. You're subject to being robbed. And if someone finds out you have $1 million in cash, you keep going to that same Bitcoin ATM. You keep withdrawing from your bank. At some point, someone's going to recognize what's going on. Either the bank is going to stop you from doing the transaction, the government's going to step in and say, hey, what's going on? Or that someone at the gas station or someone at the casino that you have your Bitcoin ATM at, someone's going to see that you are doing this withdrawal. And now, guess what? You are now going to get robbed. Somehow, some way, someone's going to get you for that briefcase full of cash. Even if they just get you for that 1 day worth of take, someone's going to follow you home. They're going to do something to get that money from you. So it's very unsafe to walk around with straight cash all day. So here's the happy medium for those who are in that luxury life that don't have the ability to spend like the rest of the world, who are not in the luxury lifestyle. Okay, so it is on Ethereum network. So what they'll do is they'll give you a ERC20 or an Ethereum address to send your Bitcoins to. Once you send your Bitcoins to there, that smart contract will then activate. And then once the coins go live, you can then put your private key or your whatever you have for MyEther wallet. You then can take that opportunity to put all that information in, and then you can now get your tokens. Those tokens will be worth a certain amount. As of right now, they're worth 5 cents, US dollar wise. Sorry. So those tokens will be worth something later. Okay. The way I see this token going is that I think very early on, it will take a very long time for it to hit that dollar amount. I don't think it will hit $1 initially, but I think after a while, it should actually be around $1. Because Bitcoin is doing what it's doing, this coin may not take a huge payoff in the beginning, but you're probably talking about 4 to 5x in the first like 6 months or so. So for those who don't have the opportunity to get in pre-ICO because they're in a certain country that does not offer ICO, because you're in those countries, I can pretty much tell you right now that when you go out there to purchase on the exchange, expect to pay maybe 20 to 50 cents for one initially. You can easily wait it out. It may drop, it may dip, depending on how great Bitcoin becomes. Right now, Bitcoin is 13,000. So depending on where Bitcoin goes, this token can be very, very useful. I understand that right now I may not have a need for this particular token, but I want you guys to see something, right? So for 1 Ethereum, which is, I believe, about $500, you're going to get 9,680, right? That's a fixed rate as of the 29th when Ethereum was not a whole $500. So pretty soon you'll be able to get about 10,000 of these. Now, if you think about it, if this token becomes $1, you now have $10,000. Okay. If this token becomes $2, you have 20,000. If this token becomes $100, you're in that luxury lifestyle that we were just talking about, right? So now you're over the $1 million mark if it comes $100. So the reason why I'm bringing this up is because With all the ICOs that are coming out, and with us having the opportunity to 10x our money, us having the opportunity to get in and get out and turn a nice little profit. With all of that being said, we have the opportunity now to actually make a good amount of money. And I don't want anyone to feel like they don't have that opportunity still today to make the type of money that people were making way back when Bitcoin was like, $2. You know what I mean? So ICO stage has already started. It started on the 3rd. As you guys can see, you get a 3% discount until the 6th, which is, I believe, today or yesterday. I don't really remember. The 13th, you get a 2% discount. And then the token, COSS, I believe, right? I thought it was going to be something different. Oh, ADI. It says 5% if you buy through using COSS.io. So there'll be more information using COSS.io if you guys want to set up that way. I'm not going to go through that, but if you guys want to, you can. There's no soft cap that I saw, but there is a hard cap of 11 million, and right now they're already approaching that $11 million mark. Soon they will pass that. They will hit that $11 million mark. They will be all sold out. Then us not being able to purchase in, we'll have to go through anyone that's on the exchange. So I want to show you guys, if you do go sign up, it will take you, once you go sign up, it will take you here. Okay. You will ask you to identify yourself by uploading the front and back of your photo ID. Okay. The reason why this is important is because they want to make sure you are in the country that they need you to be in. And the reason why is because they seem to want to be regulated properly. They want to do things the right way. With that being said, I can see this token actually taking off and being, very good for people. Also, I also see that they may actually, if they get subject to have to submit to the IRS or any other government entity that needs you to pay your taxes, or anything like that, I could see them having to release that information properly. So if you're looking to dodge that, I can tell you right now, you're doing the wrong thing. You do have a lot of opportunity here to make good money on the initial ICO because of the price. But at the same time, you have to also recognize the fact that if you do not get in, it could be a little expensive, but at the same time, it could take off. This could be a really good thing. So, and if you're making a lot of money, to pay a little bit in taxes is always a good thing. I don't know where the tax money goes, where you are in the world, but I'm just saying it's a good thing to get them off your behind, get them off your back. You have the opportunity now, to pay it. What's the big deal? So that's pretty much it. I'm going to see how far I can get with the registration. I'll register. I'll put the information down below. But as of right now, most likely there probably won't be an affiliate link. There'll be just a regular link. And then I'll let you guys see from there what you guys want to do. So here you're going to see participation restrictions. So for those in the United States or people in the Republic of China are not eligible to participate in this token sale, right? So Aditus token sale is not going to allow those in the United States or those in China to actually participate. So anyone else, I don't know about Canada. I know a lot of people do restrict Canada. I do believe Singapore is another place that gets restricted. You guys could just check it out using your own ID and see if they do restrict you. But listen, if you guys have any questions, definitely ask. Put it in the group chat. We're definitely here to answer as much information as possible. We're here to pass on as much information as possible. Definitely join us in the chat. 100% definitely join us in both chats. Don't forget to like, subscribe. You can share because most likely there won't be an affiliate link in the bottom. So if you want to share, you can share. Other than that, if you guys have any questions, let me know. Like, subscribe, and comment. Okay, so this is basically this is Aditus. Aditus is a luxury brand. I'll do a little explanation really quick, but down below you'll see a link to my other video. It basically explains Aditus in a whole, as how I feel about it, and it just gives my opinion. So don't use that as leverage on, hey, you told me to invest and I will make this amount of money. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just basically just giving my opinion on what I think the price could be if you're looking to purchase on the exchange rather than purchasing straight through them. Okay. So basically with Adidas, basically what they're trying to do is they're trying to help connect the people that are looking to spend large amounts of Bitcoins, instead of for you having to keep on withdrawing your cash and then turning Bitcoin into cash, why not just be able to spend $10,000 worth of Bitcoin all at one time on one purchase, or even 100,000 or even 1 million. So this is supposed to allow that. Okay, so with that being said, Aditus token, I believe, comes out on the 23rd, on the 3rd of December. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my ICO checklist, and I'm gonna see what score we would give Aditus if we actually decided to come out with it. So Aditus, their token is ADI, and then basically they come out on the 3rd of December, which they're already out now, and then their token price is 5 cents. Okay, so give me 1 second.